Start streaming. Okay, I am streaming. I started. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Hooray.
If you insist.
I do.
Man!
I misspelled it in my notes originally.
What did you call it? Kill me, kill me, kill me?
No. I switched the M and the E around for the last part.
Oh, kiss him.
So it was, yeah, exactly.
Kiss me, kiss him, kiss me.
Man, how can you be so foolish?
Man, this is the 7th studio album by The Cure. Isn't that crazy? 7th and 8th, because it's a double album, I guess.
That is crazy.
Wow.
I can't believe they were alive.
Wow.
I can't believe I've gotten away with it. You know, it's crazier. It's not even been 10 years since the first one. It's only been 8. Wow. What a
album.
What a buffet, pretty much. Ah, man. Well, what can I say? Backstory for Kiss Me. Let's just say we're pretty much we're here. We're at the peaks of not the top, but we're pretty up the mountain already in terms of commercial success, rock stardom, everything. Cure are proper celebrities at this point. And after they have the amazing In Orange concert in France, which there is a great movie of, they decide to stay in France for a few months and have sessions in Miraval, France, Studio Miraval. This fucking old vineyard place, enchanted landscape. And decide to record what will become Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Working title 1 Million Virgins, hilariously. Yeah, this is just... Man, this is so exciting. The way they made this album, as you might be able to tell, is just every member of the band just went off and kind of came up with like a handful of songs. And then the band all kind of voted which ones they wanted to keep or not. A big clutch here. And they just fucking recorded everything kind of like just 1 or 2 takes, just jamming, just like capturing things in the moment. Just sheer excitement, you know, lots of cocaine, and just get this album fucking out, and bam, it fucking worked. And everyone loved it forever. Huzzah.
Hell
Wow.
yes.
Was this one, like, after it came out, the most successful so far?
I believe so. This is just around when the critics have started to turn around their whole thing with The Cure. Because starting in the mid-'80s, the landscape has changed so much that all these music magazines that were snobby, especially in England, for all that time after punk have kind of been like, well, we don't want to cover Wham and all this corny stuff and Five Live and all this crap. Not even Duran Duran. We don't want to touch them. So we're like, what can we talk about? Well, look at The Cure. They're kind of like punk still, you know. They're up there, and you know, we liked some of the songs on that Hat on the Door. You know what? This Robert Smith guy, he's actually pretty sharp, and we love him now, and we want to invite him everywhere and be friends and hype up Kiss Me, Kiss Me. And just like Heaven cracks the top 40 in America, big song to this point. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's this is when I guess you could say The Cure are considered properly cool by now, instead of being seen as like a middle class kind of lame band the way they were for a lot of their careers.
I hate
which
the
led
middle
to the
class.
trilogy.
Yeah, we know.
I also hate the middle class.
I am the middle class.
I also am, but I hate myself.
What were the singles for this one?
Just Like Heaven, Why Can't I Be You, Hot, 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 Catch. Is that all? I think those 4 are the ones I can think off the top of my head. I'm probably forgetting something. Definitely those 4 are like the staples here.
Staples.
But Also interesting around this time, just a little addendum, because of how much adoration they're getting. Chris Perry, the manager, is like, man, he always had a bug up his ass that Boys Don't Cry didn't really do well as a single. So they re-recorded the 1986 version with a fantastic music video, which is more famous than the song probably, or not the song, but this version of it. And that was fun, and it didn't work. Wasn't really a hit either. But whatever. Keep trying, and the music video speaks for itself because it's.
Yeah,
great.
I did see it since you included it.
They got Michael Dempsey back. They invited him back from the first album just to be in that video. It was so much fun. Yeah, it's just a cool idea for a video, and it calls back to the In Between Days with the cool glowing eye effect.
Yeah, and weird giant
nice
bloody fingers. I mean, that's,
the fears of the fingers, all the things flying around.
Yeah, if we were to talk about this video to someone who has no idea what you're talking about, you would sound like Mr. Plinkett when he has his pizza roll moment. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, I don't think I have a lot of like preamble really. Why don't we just fucking get right in there? And what a way to open an album than with The Kiss. Oh man, this is really up there. This is like easy top 5 Cure songs. Man, what a fucking... I just love that this is like... Can you imagine people who have... this is like one of the first albums that is being bought by American people. It's like, ooh, I'm excited for this. Everyone loved Close to Me and In Between Days. Ooh, what am I gonna get on this album? You put the fucking needle down, and you just get fucking kicked in the teeth. Robert Smith is like, hey, remember Pornography? Yeah. But man, oh god, I can't. I'm gonna say I love before like half the tracks. But man, this is just fucking unbelievable. But I don't want to say what I think about it. I want to hear what Jaws thinks about it.
I also want to hear that.
You all want to hear that. I'm biased, given that the electric guitars are my favorite instrument. You must
be really happy then that poor old Thompson has really risen to. I mean, he was on the last album like a bit, but that album was so synth heavy and stuff. Yeah. So far, he's basically been on a album cover design. But man, what a fucking guitar hero! Holy shit!
Yeah. I also really do like the song, and this is my favorite song on this album. I do like the guitar tone. I also like the sound of the drums, and I mean 90% of this song is a guitar solo anyway, and it's a good solo.
Yes.
The bass gets overshadowed by the guitar, but that's sort of the point.
I would not downplay the vocal performance, though. This is, even though it's just a few lines, like he is really fucking. He just has the perfect wail. Just fucking feel the fucking rage and frustration. Just bilious fucking lyrics and delivery. Just comes in and come out just like.
This album are like hit or miss. Some are amazing, and others I just don't like.
I mean specifically the Kiss. Like, fucking nail me to the floor and push my guts out inside out. Like, oh, it's so good.
I actually didn't like the vocals that much on Kiss.
Why not? They're great.
I just felt like they kind of disrupted what was going on with the instrument. Like I was getting into the instruments, then I felt like the vocals were kind of distracting.
No, I think they're the perfect culmination of. I would not like the song half as much if it was just an instrumental thing. They perfectly encapsulate like that like Lethal Attraction type of Poisonous Love, just fucking. And it's just like it's just very short. Like that's why I like it. They just come in and he's just got that fucking full commitment to it. Like he just belted it out in one fucking verse and just fucking save it, bend it. Nah. I ride for this fucking track.
I'm open to
you
disagree.
Just fucking feel it.
But this was not my favorite song on the album.
Well, I didn't expect you to like it that much. I'm just saying I don't think that the lyrics are a disruptive part of it. I think they're a key aspect.
Yeah, I think the lyrics were my least favorite part of this song. It's still a good song. It's still like comfortably like the top third of songs on this album, but I didn't adore it or anything.
Well, it's not really your style. I didn't expect.
Yeah, I also wouldn't expect Green to like.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of like it because also there's nothing really exactly like it in the Cure discography. Like, it's definitely a throwback to pornography, but it's a much kind of refined sound from that, where it isn't it isn't, yeah, it's more polished, it's not as much of an assault on the senses, and it's much more virtuosic, and it's just like it's a cringe word to use now, but grandiose doesn't do it. Like, it is an epic song. Like, the way it fucking builds itself up is this fucking towering crescendo, and it feels like some, I don't know, I always think of like Femto being born from the egg cocoon. Like, it's like evil fucking thing writhing and being born from the fucking depths and just fucking rising up and uncurling, and then
I don't think it sounds that sinister.
What the fucking view? The guitar on this is just like the most fucking curled up, like fucking disruption you can imagine.
It just sounds energetic.
It
yeah,
sounds
but
ominous
guitars
to
are
me,
inherently benign instruments.
Not when they're being fucking like pinched to within an inch of their life, and there's fucking swirling like almost like choir behind it. Oh man, it's such a fucking trip. Yeah, but again, like, I love that this is the intro track. It is just such a great, like, just to remind people that like the Cure aren't just like your fucking average like pop group. Like, no, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they feel like, and you know, a lot of times be great at it. And then of course, I've dick ridden the Kiss enough, but yeah, I listen to the song all the fucking time. And then I love the transition into Catch. Just like, just go.
Very big difference.
Just as the fucking, just as like the drama of the Kiss is winding down, jump into the fucking most fluffy, poppiest, catchiest, little ditty you can imagine. And I love Catch as well. I mean, I don't like it as much as the Kiss, but damn, it's good.
I think Catch is one of the songs I liked the most on here.
Yeah, that's what I thought you might.
Yeah.
What do you like about it, Grace?
I put that I like it. Like, it has a lighter-hearted tone, and it has kind of a 60s vibe that I enjoy.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Smith has always been a fan of like doo-wop and 60s girls groups, you know,
yeah,
like
the Supremes, got that like happy little
bounciness
to it that feels kind of old-fashioned. You know,
yeah,
I like that.
And also, it feels French, like a lot of songs on this album, because they're in France. There's a lot of like accordion, violin sounding type stuff to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the violins were real or if this is.
No, this is almost all MIDI. There's like a bit of like recorder, flute, saxophone around the places, but almost all of it is just
because
MIDI, which I like.
In the video, they have someone walking around with the violin. So I was wondering.
In the video for Hot Hot Hot, Lowell Tolhurst busts out a fucking trumpet, and he does not play the trumpet. So there is.
I mean, I did not assume it was real.
No, I mean, you would not be wrong in thinking that. It's not like that's true for most the synthetic instruments, but yeah, definitely this got like that MIDI pop, which some people dislike. I love it on this album. I love all the little electronic instrumentations that come in, all the fake horns. More of that,
it sounds good on this album.
I think I heard
it on every album.
I think I heard
the most horn-heavy album so far.
By far, it's not gonna. Yeah, this is it. We're not. None of the following albums will have nearly as much of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I enjoyed I enjoyed the amount of brass. Somewhere in my notes, I have for some of these songs, it's like a cool black guy snuck onto the set and nobody knew he was there.
Kind of. Yeah. It's a good way to put it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Catch is delightful. The lyrics are very cute too. Like, there's a lot of that wordplay coming back from the earlier albums. Yeah, it's very welcome. That's the whole thing with like at least the first half of this album is it just fucking jumps between it's schizophrenic, like on purpose. This album is like the fucking fun fair, dark carnival, house of mirrors, like you're just in for a fucking show. Yeah.
I don't have that many notes on Catch. I also have like it sounds upbeat. I have the notes for the strings, which sound fine. I like those. I do like.
I like that they have kind of like a loping, kind of like out of tuneness to them too, which is cute. Like they're very drowsy, like they're kind of falling away. The guitars are kind of like that too. It's cute.
Yeah, if I have a note that reads like lyrics make sense, then that's a sign that I don't have much to say about the song. It's
I guess.
Yeah, it's just a sort of pop song. It's too regular.
Yeah, but a very well done. Pop song.
I mean the fact that it does have the violence in is probably the most outstanding and best part about it. It's fine, but I just don't really care much about it.
Yes. And then again we flip-flop into Torture, which is where the fucking MIDI trumpets really come to the fore.
Yeah, I wrote it really is.
Yeah, really fun. Yeah, very shuffly. Really? You don't like this one, Grin?
Yeah, I didn't love it. It was just kind of it was just kind of like Cure standard as I felt about it by this point. Like it's just very plotting beat. I also just found the rhythm like a little annoying. I can't even really say why, just something about it just kind of bugged me.
It would not be out of place on Head on the Door, now that you mention it, actually. I mean, it's never been like one of my absolute favorites, but I've never been like, Torture, you know, I'm gonna skip this one. It's always fun. It's short enough. I like the lyrics. I mean, a lot of this album is to do with relationships and every aspect of that. Everything from
basically
from the first
album.
one. Yeah, basically, which is great because it goes through like everything, like being in love and happiness and envy and jealousy, rage, fucking cheating and every aspect you could imagine to a relationship. Every facet of it is on some track on this album, which is great. And Torture is, it's I mean, it's nowhere near as fucking as venomous as The Kiss, but it does kind of show the pain of that. It's close. I think it gets closer on All I Want. But Torture is grand. I like it. I like the build up and I like the explosion at the end of all the fucking trumpets layered over each other.
It also has like a really cool bass line. Like the bass is really
yeah. There's some great stuff. The drumming is also like pretty outstanding on a lot of tracks on this album. Like Boris really fucking brings a lot of these to the fore. It was great on The Kiss, and it's going to be really great on a few coming up. I don't have that much stuff to say about Torture though.
I do like the bass. I do like the guitar.
Yeah.
Horns ? Which I like. Yeah, they sound good. I don't like the vocals, like the way he's singing on this. Yeah, this is another okay song.
Waffly, yeah, but yeah.
Like another okay song. I don't really care much about it, but I do like the bass. It's the best part about it.
Yeah, it's great. However, then we do have one of my favorites. Speaking of Cure songs that only sound like any other Cure song, If Only Tonight We Could Sleep. Ooh. What a treat. This fucking album is like an advent calendar. Just open every door. There's a new little present. It is. And If Only Tonight We Could Sleep is the perfection sound that they've kind of skirted around before of the like drug haze, opium, like hallucination.
It's a very
but the guitar really fucking, oh my god, it's so good.
I think it's like, more a hashish den.
Sure. So whatever. But I just imagine strung out darkness and hallucinatory visions of fucking angels and shit. It's so good. And it's not like the guitar is already hypnotic enough. Like it's a fucking great riff. And it keeps and it brings that whole like Cure Middle Eastern tradition without tipping into parody, where it's not so recognizable that it becomes like distracting, but is just underneath there. And I love when those moaning like oh sort of voices like peek up in the background is great. The vocal performance is also really nice. Like it's just very dolorous and subdued compared to some other ones. And great imagery in this. I just love this thing. And there's also a great Deftones cover people should look up. one of the few great Cure covers. There's like 5 good Cure covers other bands have done, and Deftones' "If Only Tonight We Could Sing" is fucking up there. Oh. Yeah, what do you think more about this track, Green?
My immediate reaction was kind of like, "Oh, we're doing this again," because it's just kind of,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just, it feels like a kind of like a ritual at this point. Like, okay, time for the, is it a sitar? But time for the goofy Middle Eastern things. I don't
it's just a guitar, but
I don't
the way
dislike
it's playing
it.
yeah.
It is just kind of funny. It's like,
wouldn't you say it's the best execution of that so far, though?
Are we including killing an Arab?
Well, it doesn't really sound like killing an Arab. If you're just if all you have to think about the song is that it has a Middle Eastern riff. I mean, this one has a completely different vibe, though. This one is such a like fucking just down tempo.
That was mostly a joke. I thought this one was fine.
To like the druggier tracks on like the top and stuff like that. Like this kicks the shit out of those.
I did have a few. This was one of the ones where I did put a note like, I should listen to this while I'm doing drugs and see what happens.
This is like one of the first ones I would go to if I did. Also good for creating art. Like it's good
like,
just for trippy
it's
stuff.
Like, what if time was moving 1/10 the speed? What would this feel like?
An angel would come with shining eyes like stars.
Hell yes. I don't have anything smart to say, but yeah, this was fine. This was a nice one.
Yeah, I think it's a valuable song. It's in my upper parts for this album for sure. If I would never skip this one. What about you, Jaws? You like this song?
I do like the tone of the bass and the guitar. I also do like the oriental sound. I do like the guitar solo section. The echo effects on the vocals are fine, but once again, I don't like the vocals in general for this one.
Why do you have such a problem with Robert Smith singing?
It depends. Like some songs I really like it, and other songs I don't. And this is one where I don't. There's a flute at the end, which is fine, which is cool.
Oh yeah, that's actually Robert Smith playing a real recorder. Weirdly.
Like it's as a German, I find the word recorder in terms of a flute.
I also don't like it. Yeah.
It makes no sense in German, so
it doesn't make sense in English either. I mean.
It doesn't make sense in English either. I agree. It's called a flout. In Portuguese, it's called a flauta, like just a flute with an A at the end. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
It's a fine song, but I also don't particularly care about it. But it's fine. It's also in the upper.
It has grown much more on me, I will say. Like this is not one that I was. It's kind of one that needs to be pointed out to you, but if you just if you give this album a few more spins, you'll I think you'll come around to it as more of a highlight.
I think that is also my bias that I probably like songs more that I feel are energetic than calming. And
that's
this is like more of a
probably true.
Dreamy song.
Yeah, it also depends when you're listening to it and stuff.
Yeah, it depends on what mood I'm in.
But man, if you like trippy, if you like energetic songs coming out of it, that's great because they fucking wake you up out of the doldrums of this song with "Why Can't I Be You." The fucking the first in a group of songs on here that are I don't know what I would describe them. The Cure going ham, like it's just like you're just in the magical parade, and Robert Smith's got like a top hat on. And he's just inviting you to fucking. This is like some fucking weird swinger party that they're like, I don't know, but it's man, those are also such a fucking blast. The fucking the like frenetic guitar and all those, the ching, 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 all sort of stuff. The trumpets are blaring, the fucking drums are going.
And he goes ham on the vocals as well.
He fucking does.
I think this is the song with the best vocal performance on the album.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
that's fair. I think that's fair.
It's I mean, it's just infectious. Like that's what I'd call all those songs. They're just like they just fucking jump at you and are like, you're gonna fucking dance or some shit. Like you're gonna bob your head, you're gonna tap your feet, you're just gonna be like transfixed for a bit because you can't look away from the fucking performance that's happening in front of you. And also funny. Like all those songs are like a bit tongue in cheek. All the lyrics are silly. Like why can't I be? That's such, but unique in an interesting way like that. Yeah, I'm sure everyone likes this one.
Yeah, this is my third favorite song on the album, and it's almost number 2. It's upbeat, energetic. I like the horns. As I said, I really like the vocals. The instrumentation itself
it's like a harpsichord thing going on underneath, which I always forget until I hear it. That's kind of like shows its face a bit. Where you go like underneath, or maybe it's like a piano line or something.
I either missed it or I don't remember it, because I was about to say that the instrumentation actually seems kind of basic, maybe aside from the horns, but it works for this song, that it's not too very...
It kind of loses the plot at certain points too. The lyrics are really fun, whereas like everything you do is simply woo, and just stuff like that. Like he's just like
yeah, as I said, best vocal performance. On this
definitely
album.
Cocaine gives the best vocal performance on this album. Green, I bet you were like, yay.
Yeah, I wrote finally something fun.
Catch is fun.
Catch is fun, but it's cool.
Yeah,
I like
this is fun FU and like capital fun.
I think I've noticed with the Cure, the songs I like more, other than Killing an Arab, which is its own thing. I think I like the songs more where they're either being like kind of playful and flirty, or they're having a lot of bombast and a lot of pomp and circumstance of what's going on. And this one had both of those, which was nice. Like it feels kind of
news for you for the next album.
I'm sure. I mean I don't know that I like this one as much as the last couple. So part of me feels like it's all downhill from here.
This album. Wait, last couple? There's no way you like this less than the top. The top had like 2 good songs on it.
Top probably, whatever. But you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. But
Disintegration is nothing like this album. Purposely, it's a complete opposite. Disintegration is the most like melancholic, dark goth album in existence.
Let's not have a 5-minute lecture because I said one thing that could be contradicted.
I'm just explaining it to you.
But anyways, yes, I think this song was kind of an intersection of the tones of the Cure that I actually like more. Wasn't my favorite, but it's one of the better ones, definitely.
Okay. True. Fact. Yeah. Speaking of favorites, though, I love How Beautiful You Are. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Thank you.
The Cure.
Pretty good.
Hey. This, I mean, I've always trusted this wasn't a single. I don't know exactly why. Maybe they thought they just had too many. In terms of just like subdued pop craft, this one is just wonderfully like equal parts like romantic, doleful, just fucking whimsy. Perfect. Like I love those minor like kind of sad violins and oh man, it just throws me. It's like you're just being nostalgic for some romance. The lyrics are great. They owe a bit to that whole. It's like based on Baudelaire book, whatever. Who cares? Again, very French, definitely.
Yeah, it has like accordion synth.
Yeah, accordion stuff to it, saying just boy, how beautiful you are. I said like stuff like that. It's just very. Just very heartfelt, very French. Man, I just love this song though. I listen to this like all the time. And I love the ending bit where it just like kind of where the kind of facade cracks and he just talking about how he hates the person and you can never love or know another. It's great.
This has like my second favorite lyrics on the album, I think, and you can follow them. Like
yes, they're very nice. I bet your favorites are hot, hot, hot because you can follow those really well. Just like
doesn't necessarily mean that I can follow them.
Okay.
No, but my favorite ones are on the song you don't like. It's on Fight. Those are my favorite lyrics.
Welcome to being the only person who ever said their favorite lyrics were on Fight.
Yep.
Well, anyways, Green, what do you think of How Beautiful You Are?
I think it's...
You know what I mean.
think it was nice. It was middle of the road, but in a nice way. Uh, it had a nice steady beat. For the most part, it's nothing special. I did like the little licks and just kind of garnishes they threw in. Like the
What
little
are you gonna do
the little
when you get your
strange.
heart back from the physician?
What? I mean, I know what you mean, but it makes no sense in this context.
No, it does. How could he not feel more feelings? I don't understand.
He just said he feels.
Said it's middle of the road, and he's like, it's fine. Like he should be filled with pangs of nostalgic love and longing by this song, and wants to smoke a cigarette and look out the window.
Maybe he does feel that, just did not say it.
Maybe it's hard to breach the hull of Green's emotions. Maybe he's hedgehog dilemmaed himself.
Don't we all?
I mean, maybe. Also, maybe this just isn't my genre of music that much.
Yeah.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I say to thee, very well. No worries. Unfortunately, then the album takes a drastic downshift into the dolorous snake pit. Speaking of you saying torture, it sure is. Yeah, this sure is a snake pit, and I wish I could get out of it. And I'm like Indiana Jones. I'm like, why is it always snakes? And why have I been left down here in this meandering 7-minute song? I mean, I don't hate like anything on this album the way I've hated tracks on the past, but I have no issue like never listening to the Snake Pit. I have no interest, just a waste of my time. I'm just twiddling my thumbs till we get to the next track.
I actually like the instrumentation of it. Like I like the drum sounds. I do like the guitar and the bass on it.
I think the guitar riff is nowhere near as good as something like If Only Tonight We Could Sleep. Like it's a bit too like drunken and kind of like loses itself constantly. Like it kind of goes out in different directions of just like mindless noodling too much.
I mean, it's way too long. It's also way too repetitive. I also don't like the vocals. I mean, it's part of the.
I forget it has vocals like every time. Yeah,
it's intentional, but I just don't like it. And the sound effects that later come in are like a bit too shrill and annoying. Yeah, I've never been a fan. I like the instrumentation, but I don't really care much about it. And way too long.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, this wasn't painful, but I don't have much to say about it. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, just another trippy, slow one. Just okay.
Yeah, I mean, on an album that has so much stuff, I don't really see. Like, I mean, I know you guys won't feel the same about the B-sides, but I would so easily cut this 7-minute track and just throw a 4-minute and a 3-minute B-side on here instead.
How math works.
Well, yes. But then we have Hey You, another one of these. Kind of like Why Can't I Be You, just one of these like infectious trumpet pieces. Hey You.
A bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's kind of too slight, I would say. Not just because it's shorter, but it's also just very like not much happening.
Like too much in too little time.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the idea with it, but it's kind of just like shouted at you really quickly and memorable like trumpet bits, but kind of just comes in and leaves.
Probably the best thing about it, but I do like the fast drumming and I do like the guitar. I do like that it's energetic. It's a fine song, but once again, not one I care much about.
You're the one who looks like Christmas. I still don't know what that means.
Probably lit up like a Christmas tree, whatever.
I guess so. I wonder if anyone's kept track of how many times it says "Kiss Me" on this album. It's at least 3 tracks.
A lot.
Yeah. Yes. Green.
Also,
do you remember this track?
I mean, I like that it had some more brass. I think the more brass there is, the better things are.
He just wants a tuba album.
Yeah,
tuba
I mean,
covers.
if the Cure had been a ska band, they would have been perfect.
That's probably the worst thing anyone has ever said about music. Actually, Green like picks the worst genres to be interested in. It's like ska, musicals, fucking country. Like, it's like you're trying to piss me off. I love it with I like the Oompa Loompa songs and penis music. Yeah, it's my stuff.
How dare you?
I mean, there's not a lot to say about Hey You. I mean, how can you talk about this fucking song? It's just play it for someone instead of explaining it. As explaining it is longer than this fucking song.
Yeah, we have talked about it.
We have talked about it enough, and now I'm gonna get really pissed off. So why don't you guys tell me why? Why, Jaws? Why don't you tell me why you're wrong about the Cure signature
let me
single?
tell you why I don't like this song. Actually, it's not too bad. It's just boring. That's the main thing. Like I've
oh my god, are you gonna take that, Michi?
Once I've finished, he will. Yeah. The bass is too boring. The guitar is too boring, and the song in general is just too boring. I do like somewhat fast drum. You don't have a gun. You're not American.
No.
And I do like the keyboard and the synth, but yeah, this one is just. I don't want to say like box standard, but for me, it's just boring. Like it's not my thing at all.
Oh my god, Green! Please tell me you don't feel that way.
I did like this one. This one's probably like my top 3 or 4 on the album. I like that, I like we're getting back to it. It's fun and cool. It's kind of flirty. It has like a more fun poppy kind of beat. It spiritually reminded me of Close to Me, which is probably my second or third favorite Cure song so far. It had kind of a vibe.
I don't really see how it's anywhere similar to Close to Me, but I mean they're both fun singles and great songs. Man, I love Just Like Heaven when it shows up. It's just this like glimmering, like it's like the clouds part, and this fucking just like heavenly song shows up, and it's just like it's so the briefness of it. I love it because it's just like this glittering fantasy dream that shows up for a bit, and it perfectly encapsulates like being in love in such a great way. Like that's how it feels. Like your head is on fucking cloud 9. Just everything is perfect. You feel like you're in heaven. It's just fucking so romantic. All the licks are super memorable. That guitar up and down. So good. The fucking then those like synth curtain things come in. Ooh, man, I've listened to I mean, this is like one of the songs that makes people Cure fans. Like people hear this like whoa. Like my dad's favorite fucking Cure song. Hell yeah. All my homies love Just Like Heaven. It feels just like heaven. It's perfect pop song. And then I love the running order where it's fucking contrasted with All I Want, because that's a perfect fucking 1-2 punch of the two sides of love. That's the initial part of love, the honeymoon, the glittering whimsy, and then the fucking like toxic, possessive, manic side of love right afterwards with All I Want. And they bring back the fucking squealing guitars from the Kiss into this like just fucking contorted, fucked up love song. It's still a love song, but it's all fucking weird and creepy and it's the perfect counterpart to Just Like Heaven. You're the high ends and now you're getting also the fucking drums in this, man. Fucking Boris, it sounds like he's using a revolver for like the tom hit, like like that. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I love All I Want. Not as much as Just Like Heaven.
I got it wrong earlier. This like All I Want is my third favorite, and what was the other one? Is number 4.
Like IBU.
Yeah, that's number 4. I really like this song. This is a very good song, and
the jangle is perfect on the guitar.
Yeah, I said this earlier before the stream started, but when I heard this the first time, it reminded me of a song, and I couldn't figure it out, and I finally managed to figure it out when I listened to it again. earlier today, and the Black Rainbow by Coheed and Cambria sounds just like in parts, and that's I was pretty glad to figure that out.
And I was saying it reminded me of a song. I've always thought this song reminds me a bit of A Night Like This from the last album, but better. Like A Night Like This kind of tried the whole like being very big and bombastic in that way, and then had like a sax solo, and the lyrics are also kind of like, I'm coming for you, I own you, I'm gonna get you. But this one works way better. I love the hold you like a doll thing. This is way better.
Say this is way better than A Night Like This.
Oh no, I agree. I just think they feel like they're cut from the same cloth, kind of, but this is much more refined. I love this song.
Yeah, I like the
even more recently
the bass tone. The bass is maybe a bit boring. I do like the vocal performance here. Lyrics are like a bit too repetitive, but I like it even with the repetitive lyrics, so that's a good thing. And the song might be like a little bit too long, but it's not a big problem.
I think that sometimes, but then what makes up for it is like the guitar kind of like going insane near the end, where it kind of like loses the riff it's been playing and starts like being overlayered, or I don't know what it is. Like just the pinch jangle of it near the end is really throws me. Like it's very heady. As I said, I really like this one. Great counterpart. Like I said, Green, do you have thoughts about All I Want?
Not too much. I didn't like this song that much, partially because it just kind of annoyed me. Like that tapping sound, it made it hard for me to listen to the song.
Tapping? Do you mean like the toms, like boom, boom, boom?
Yeah, that might be it, but it just sounded kind of annoying at one part. Like someone was drumming their fingers on the recording machine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a slight exaggeration, but it wasn't painful. I just didn't care much about it, and the noises were just a little annoying, so I just kind of got through this one quickly.
What about Hot?
Yeah. This one was silly.
Oh. It is. You're not wrong, but
it is silly.
But it's so catchy though. How can you, as soon as that fucking like just seedy, dirty ass fucking guitar and bass lick starts, you're like, damn, this song is fucking it knows what I want. It's another new sound in the repertoire. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. It's it's him doing another like piss take, this time kind of like club swing singers from like the 50s almost, but in a very over the top way.
Very weird video.
I love the video where all their legs get shorter. Creepy black
zoom out at the end, and everyone has only half their legs, basically.
Yes. And whenever I hear hot, I can't help but do the choreography where they point like hot, like that. I'd expected this to be like one of Green's favorites. I guess I took him for granted.
Yeah, not really. It wasn't
trumpets all over it.
Like they're having fun. I liked it. It was fun. I don't really have anything to contribute. Just like, okay, just kind of a fun, more upbeat one. I'm glad they're taking a break.
About a man. Yeah.
I said I'm glad they're taking a break from the heavy relationship oppression and being like, dude,
that's true.
They're just kind of bouncing around a bit.
Unless you could take lightning striking you for falling in love, but yeah, this is just the story of a man who is lightning prone. Then
really,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe this is a sign.
I think it's a metaphor.
Everyone remember this moment. It's going to come up later.
Okay.
I'm going to cut this clip out 6 months from now.
It's so like over the top, but in a fun way. It's just irreverent, is what I would call it. Like he's just like swooning in and out of the song.
I don't like the intro vocal thingy where he's going super ham, but the rest of the vocals are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost like the song. It's a decent song, which is almost in the I really like this part. Yeah, it sounds jazzy. Keyboard is fine.
Yeah, definitely jazzy.
Yeah, I like guitars, and yeah, once the intro thing is done, the vocals I also like. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty decent, almost.
Good choice for a single. Now I am very curious about this one. This one and another one are ones that I never paid much attention to for the first few years of listening to this album. They've kind of grown on me a bit. I can find them a welcome respite. And I like the instrumentation is very sweet in One More Time. I won't be mad at anyone for disliking it and for being kind of like too coy and like shrilly in a way, but
I like the lighter instruments
and comforting.
The winds. Yeah. Honestly, I think I like every Cure song a little more when it gets into the weirder instruments. I did like the winds. I think I wrote "Hell Yeah" wind chimes because I think I actually heard one at one point.
It sounds like some parts of it sound like a glass, like a wind catcher or something, just like jang.
Or like a glass harmonica, very those ones that you like rub.
Yeah, like glass harmonica, like crystalline almost. I would say it. It is. It's I mean, it's a welcome. I think it's a welcome color to the palette of the album, and again, very very romantic, very like forlorn and aching. It's very pretty in many parts. I like the song more now as I'm an older person than I did when I was like 20, 21.
Yeah, it was comfy. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, comfy.
I've noted down as dreamy.
Like dreamy, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bass is fine, guitar is fine. I do not like the flute sound on the keyboard or synth or whatever. The intro is too long. Like my classic complaint that the intro is too long.
How dare you?
The vocals are fine. Yeah, this song does not work for me. Like I don't like it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. No, I'm never gonna be what? One more time? It's such an amazing Cure. No, I'm like, it's nice. You know what? I was surprised though, Josh, from seeing your list. Why do you like Icing Sugar so much? I'm very confused.
We'll get to it soon. It is because it's like another one of those energetic, fast drumming.
Oh, I skipped one. Sorry, I mislooked at my phone. I was like, yeah, no, sorry. First we have like cockatoos.
God damn it! I was hoping you would miss it.
Yeah.
Well,
I put that I like the ominous tone, but I find the instruments uninteresting.
I like the end instrument a lot for some reason. Like the like that cello thing at the end. I dig that. I kind of listen to the rest of the song to get to that bit. Yeah. I appreciate how it's like kind of ominous and stuff, but I think I'm in agreement with you guys really. I never stand for this song. I mean, I don't think it doesn't deserve to exist. Like it's an interesting thing, but I mean, I would put this on a B-side. Like, this is what a B-side
it sounds like an experimental song.
Throw this on an extra. Yeah, I don't think it's really finished. It's like kind of a demo in a weird way like that. Like, not a big fan. You guys can say whatever you like.
Yeah, the sound effects do hurt my ears, like the Rainmaker glass sound almost.
Yeah,
I like the idea, but
I always thought of that. It's supposed to be kind of like rustling leaves, like you're thinking of birds and shit like that.
I think it probably should be the call of the birds. I don't know what cockatoos sound like, if that sounds anything
anyway. I'm not sure. It'd be a bad idea.
I do like the bass guitar is fine. I do like the horn sounds during the outro, and I sort of also like the way where he's saying the lyrics so fast, kind of that they flow into each other.
Yes. Yeah, it's like beat poetry. It's weird.
But I really don't like the song because of the effects.
No, I wouldn't mind the song being off.
This is gonna sound slightly offensive. There were a few songs on this album where it was kind of like going back to like elementary school music class. Where the teacher would just pull out these goofy instruments that no one actually uses, but you
Oh,
can trust
okay.
kids to play with them. Like, here's a stick that has beads in it. Like, have fun.
That's fine. I won't judge you for that comment. Yeah, we can
Okay.
just move on to Icing Sugar.
Yes.
I'm very confused by someone liking this song above a lot of songs on this album.
Yeah, this is my second favorite, but only barely my second favorite.
But why, Jaws? Have you decided to be the first human on Earth to adore? You're probably the biggest fan of Icing Sugar.
Maybe I am. I do like the fast drumming. I do like the bass. I do like the saxophone, and just the energy the song has. I have one tiny little complaint once again.
Me out.
The intro is like a little bit too long, but not really. And the vocals are hard to understand, but it does not matter.
Definitely. I've never really been able to grasp them very much. I will enter you, I guess.
Whatever. I just like it in terms of the instruments, basically, and the energy it has, and the speed.
I've never really gelled with it, honestly. I've not really gotten it. It just kind of, it's brief, so I never like mind it. But I always kind of like daydream when it comes on and get distracted. I'm like, oh, it's
I have that problem.
It's just a lot of noise
with a Chain of Flowers. When I tried to re-listen to it again, I zoned out 3 times.
Oh my god! Okay, we're not there yet. Don't worry. Green.
Yeah. It was fine. Got an okay rhythm. I didn't have strong feelings. My only real reaction was like, what the hell is that thing at the end? It felt kind of out of place.
Oh, it's like a music box or something. That might be my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, I wasn't upset, but all I really remember or care about this song is how incongruous the last couple seconds
about that
are.
Too. When that thing comes in, I'm always like, wait, what? What's that? Did I imagine that?
Oh yeah. Oh, real quick, I was gonna ask this earlier.
Yes.
Isn't "Hey You" also a Pink Floyd song?
It's the lyrics in. Wait, is it lyrics or is it a song that's actually named that way?
I don't remember.
I think it's lyrics in "Comfortably Numb."
Oh fuck, that might be it. I kept remembering someone be like, "Hey you." It's like
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
You've got it.
I forgot where it actually was. That was just bugging me. Okay, back to class.
Back to this.
We will get back to Pink Floyd in a moment.
Oh, cool.
Then we do all the Pink Floyd albums.
Yeah. I would actually do that.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Who doesn't love Pink? But we would need a name. Brink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Nothing rhymes with Floyd.
Nothing rhymes with Floyd.
Orange.
Boyd. Orange.
Boyd? Okay, now we're thinking.
Android.
Android Floyd.
It's the Pink Floyd.
The Cure were called the new Pink Floyd for a long time.
Yeah. Really?
Speaking of, well, yeah, they're like continuation of being kind of an irreverent alternative rock thing once Pink Floyd exit. Anyway, Perfect Girl. Man, that's a really fun song, isn't it?
I like this. I want a compilation album of nothing but the Cure's poppy love songs. I think that would be good.
I mean, just go to the singles or best of compilations, pretty much it.
Yeah,
just get close to be just like Heaven, Friday I'm in Love.
See, the people know what's
Caterpillar.
up.
People know what's up, except when they're wrong. I mean, I've always liked The Perfect Girl. It's fun. It's like Catch, but the opposite side of the spectrum, where it's very upbeat and just chintzy and yay.
Yeah, this also sounded
weird placement. Kind of like breaks you out of the weird doldrums of the last disc of this album, because you just have like mid-least it's like okay, I have hot, then one more time I'm like, okay, calm down. Then I'm like, Cockatoos and Icing Sugar. I'm just like, what's going on? And then finally Perfect Girl is like, oh right, snaps me back to the first few tracks.
This one also sounded kind of old-fashioned to me. It kind of in places
definitely.
It sounds like an old rock romance ballad. Some of the lyrics and licks actually they didn't quite get there, but they almost verge on something you would get in country or folk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Kind-
when the violins are coming in, it's like, I think I'm falling in.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 50s like rockabilly thing in places.
When that beginning like piano like like you just see like a poorly drawn like children's cartoon sun just like rising, and it's like flowers are everywhere like dancing. It's very purposely just like the
very
sunniest
Teletubby
song
score.
you could come up with. Yeah, it is honestly. I like it.
I mean, it's fine. It's one of the songs that are fine and I don't really care about. Yeah. In addition to sounding like Sweet Home Alabama, it also sounds like a Rolling Stones song. I'm still trying to figure out which Rolling Stones song.
A German knowing Sweet Song Alabama.
Oh, it's a meme.
I mean, everyone knows that song.
They sing that song in fucking Rick and Morty.
Do they?
Exactly.
Well, when Rick is about to kill the jelly bean guy, he's singing karaoke and he sings Sweet Home Alabama for a second.
I don't remember that at all.
But he is an American. That's an American show.
Yeah, but as I said, this used to be on the radio all the fucking time when I was a child.
Sweet Home Alabama or A Perfect Girl?
No,
or A Perfect Girl?
Sweet Home Alabama.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it's still on the radio.
Is this like an American conquest thing where like military bases are playing it, or
maybe? Maybe.
I don't know.
And it's Lynyrd Skynyrd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the only Lynyrd Skynyrd song.
It's the only. I couldn't name another. Do I know any other Lynyrd Skynyrds? They didn't do Freebird, did they?
They did Freebird.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Freebird and Simple Man is also really good.
Oh, I know Simple. Okay, I know their songs. I just don't care. Okay.
You're a Simple Man.
I try.
Man. Okay. Well, that was yeah. What about
Freebird?
1,000 Hours?
That one is bad. It's 1,000 hours. This.
Okay.
Now this is the other one, along with One More Time, where I'm also like have grown on me a lot. No, I like it. It's very dreamy. Again, very, very, very cozy. And I like the sentiment of just wasting your fucking time. I feel like he's pulling petals off of a flower, counting the days. I like the very sweet violin,
which has 20,000 petals.
Oh wait, we're on 1,000 hours.
1,000.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I think I heard a kazoo at one point.
No.
And I could, and like I had to go back.
Someone playing kazoo in your apartment.
No, but like my head snapped back for a moment. It's like, wait, what was that instrument I just heard? I couldn't tell.
No, this
I'm sure it's just a synth.
This one has like a ballroom kind of thing again, where it's very like a dance between two people, just like a ballroom dance.
Yeah, people staring into each other's eyes and spinning as the kazoo plays in the background.
There's no kazoo. What are you talking about? What fucking album did you listen to? You were listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd.
A little bit.
It's no kazoo. I want that on record.
I mean, it does have this weird high pitch on the synth and the keyboard, and it's too high for me.
Yeah, that's fun.
Bass is fine, guitar section is fine, but I don't like the song. I think it's either the second. No, it's my least favorite song on this album.
That's fine. I mean, like I said, it took a while to grow on me. I used to think it was a bit boring. No, I like it more.
Yeah, I like it like more than it's in the upper half because it's kind of soft and pleasant. But yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, green.
Yeah.
What about Shiver and Shake?
Yeah, that one made me shiver and shake. It was very unnerving.
Yeah, I don't really like this one much. Also, I always get it mixed up with Shake Dog Shake.
Yeah, that's like a weird.
Similar title, but they also sound similar. They're just like these very like punk thrash, like it's like they're tired. They're sick of being like tensed up, and they just want to fucking rip on all the drums and the guitar and just fucking
exactly
crash all over the place. And I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I think this album should end on 1,000 Hours. Just let it fucking drift out.
Yeah, I actually wrote under Fight. I wrote, "Why is this the last song?"
A good fucking question. We'll get to that.
Keep on fighting.
Yeah,
please.
but Shiver and Shake, it was just...
I don't come to the Cure to tell me to fucking fight on. I come to tell me to kill myself. No.
Yeah, that's the ultimate cure.
Shiver and Shake is... Yeah, it is. I must fight the sickness, find the cure. Yeah, what about you, Jaws? Shiver and Shake?
This is a song I want to like, but I don't.
The guitar and kind of sounds like Doubt.
There's one other song it sounds like from The Cure, but I can't recall right now. Like similar songs. The bass and the guitar, they seem to like clash, like they are not almost like they're not in sync or not mixed up well enough.
Just going too fast in different directions. Yeah, it's weird.
And I also don't like the vocals, but I do like the guitar and the bass. If they were like on separate songs, then they would be fine, but together it does not work.
Yeah, the song just was kind of disorienting and awkward. I wrote that it feels like, you know, when you're walking down a hallway and you kind of lose your balance for no reason, so then you put your hand out and you touch the wall and then you keep walking. That's what this song reminded me of.
This double album, definitely side 4 is like the weakest. Like this one kind of loses plot. Like it open and middle stretch is really strong. There's like little tons of my I said toads nearly because I was saying tons and loads of my favorite Cure songs are all over that like first and beginning of the second disc, and then it kind of like there's songs that I'm like I like that one, but it's never gonna be like I don't have any favorites in the back end of this. Everything after Hot 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 I don't love. I just like or don't like, and I don't like this one, and I don't like Fight. Fight is ugly and dumb. It's got these big fucking fat tuba things. They got these stupid synthetic claps all the way through.
The claps suck. I agree with that.
The claps suck. I kind of like the synth that comes in, and I like the first verse a bit. I hate fucking fight. So fucking lame. It makes my fucking skin crawl, not in a good way. I'm just like, stop. What are you doing?
You just don't like cringe things.
I don't. I hate cringe.
It
makes me cringe.
You
can't say how your characters feel. That makes me mad.
You just got him.
Yeah, and I don't understand ending the album with this. What the fuck? Sounds like another album is starting up. What the fuck went wrong? I don't know.
I mean, it does sound like it belonged on a different album. I agree with this, but I do like it. I like the guitar, I like the bass. I think the keyboard is fine. I do like the vocals. It's too repetitive in terms of the of the lyrics. I mean, that's
no shit.
I think it's still fine, even despite it. It's like not annoying. It's a single word, just repeated.
It's funky.
I kind of like the song.
Okay, fine. Green.
I don't really have anything to say. It's just there's really nothing to talk about. It's just
we're done with the album proper.
Okay.
That's the album.
Okay.
So,
you're the
any
album.
complaints you have from here on, it's not a complaint with the album. Green, you seem less enthused. I'm preoccupied.
Wait, what? I feel I'm less enthused
with this album than the last one, which is curious because I always see, not ignoring side 4, like everything from like the Kiss up to like Hot Hot Hot, and even I Like One More Time, Perfect Girl, and all that stuff. Like there's a lot of fucking great stuff on here, and all the best stuff on here is better than the best stuff on the last one almost. I really like Close to Me and Push and Baby Screams and In Between Days, but that's like 4 out of 10 tracks from the last one. This one is just like there's like 10 really fucking good songs on here.
I don't think there's. I mean, there's a couple songs on here, like just like Heaven and Catch and Maybe Kiss that I could see myself listening to casually, but this doesn't have any songs that really grab me. Like when we do favorites at the end, I doubt any song on here is going to be on there. Like I've listened to Close to Me several times over the last week. I don't think I'm going to listen to any of this, except I might listen to Kiss a time or two just out of curiosity. But
How Beautiful You Are? No? Oh. I listen to so much of this album all the time. This has this is like my second favorite after Disintegration.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to remember what ones were on the last album, just because I'm.
In Between Days, Close to Me, Baby Screams, Push, 6 Different Ways.
Wait, did we do Head on the Door last time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always see Head on the Door as inferior because it's like it has a few things, but to me it seems very slight because it just doesn't have as high highs. It seems like a primer to me for Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. It's like a nice intro EP. It's so short.
Yeah, I tend to fixate on like particular songs more than you do, I think. And and to me, Close to Me is just head and shoulders above anything on this album.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
I know. It feels bad,
I can
man.
name like 6, 7, 8 songs better than that song on this one. I mean, I will say also this is a very long album. If you listen to it a few more times, it's not an album that is immediately like obvious, but it's very rewarding on re-listens, like much more so than Head on the Door gets boring fast. Like that album, it's so short and you can listen to it so many times. After a bit it just becomes like a collection of highlights where you're just like you just know exactly the exciting moments on that album. And there's a kind of a lot of mid on that album. It's shaky. This one just becomes more robust and more like there's so much stuff going on in so many of these songs that you end up having so many favorites from here. Yeah. Yes.
Should we,
but
we go in the
we should go into the B-sides, which I love. Starting with Breathe. Oh boy. Can't say how many times I've listened to this fucking song. Just a perfect like pearl. Just this fucking untouchable little cloud of beauty. This song is just astral projection amazing. Just like listening to this, just looking at like a pink sunset, it just feels like magical. Like it's ethereal to say the least. So I can't imagine something so gorgeous.
I will destroy your peace.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, but it's
beauty in your heart. Oh.
I mean, what happened is when I re-listened to it, and it probably also happened when I listened to it the first time, is the pitch of this song is messing with my ears. Like it sort of harmonizes with my tinnitus and makes it pop up basically. So it makes it more audible in my ears. So I cannot listen to this song.
Still issue.
Yeah, I mean,
it sounds like the soundtrack to an old fantasy game I have.
That's kind of like that.
Oh yeah,
I like. Like I think the keyboard.
It's purposely has that like seashell over your ears effect, but that's part of what I like about it. It's so like encapsulates you in a little bubble of just fetal position, just the emotional satiety. I would say
damage. Like the keyboard or synth instrumentation is fine, but yeah, I cannot deal with the pitch. There's no guitar. I think the bass is synth or keyboard or whatever, like no string bass. I think it's also a bit too long, and I don't really care about the vocals or lyrics. I don't think it's a bad song, but yeah, I just can't listen to it because of the effect it has on my ears.
Wow. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar. I like the sentiment of this song. I also wrote the Cure should do video game soundtracks. They would be good.
But that's why I like it.
But yeah, this ear sensitivity and all that. I had the same thing Jaws did. This just kind of bugged and hurt my ears at the beginning, and it was hard to get into it.
It depends also how you're listening to it. I mean, earbuds, headphones, speakers, it's going to have a different effect.
Maybe, but as someone who can be very sensitive to noises in the first place, it just it soured me quickly.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah. I'm sad.
Series of unfortunate events.
And I'm gonna be even sadder because of Chain of Flowers. It's one of my all-time favorites.
On Saturday.
Man, what a little perfect song. I love Chain of Flowers. Just just it just captures that just like ethereal, ghostly vibe. Like it feels like a girl from the other side, the manga, like just that very gentle but that heartbreaking fucking song. I just imagine whenever I listen to it, I always get that picture of the girl in Shadow of the Colossus on the pedestal, like awaiting to be revived.
I mean, honestly, it reminds me of Mezio, like the manga, not not.
I mean, that's like one of the key inspirations for like if you're trying to do like word, I don't know what you say, like mood board for Mezio and like what's kind of stuff that inspired it. This is like up there. I mean, I literally next chapter has a chain of flowers. This is just that perfect elegiac, like cemetery. It just fucking destroys me. Like it just fucking touches me to my core and just makes me sad in a good way. Like it's perfectly tragic. I love this song so much. Listen to it all the fucking time. Such a hidden gem.
Like I do like from the B-sides, this is my favorite one, but it does not score very high. I do like the guitar, I do like the bass, I think the keyboard
is like when the guitar goes really loud in the middle. That always catches me off guard. When it goes really loud in the middle. I like that.
I like that. Like I like the short guitar song.
Like the piano is very nice. It's somehow jazzy, even though it's very like sad.
It's too slow for jazz.
It's like very jumpy.
I put that it has a nice rockin' beat.
Yeah, it's like a lullaby almost. That's the next.
Yeah, it makes me fall asleep or zone out. That, as I said, that happened.
You take some coffee.
I don't drink coffee anymore.
If you're walking around a forest and this comes on, you're not going to fall asleep. And
but if you sit in a chair and try to take notes,
that's not the ideal way to listen to the Cure. Obviously, you gotta choose your landscapes wisely. You gotta listen to Breathe while you're looking at clouds. You gotta listen to Chain of Flowers while you're walking through an overgrown graveyard. You gotta listen to Hot 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 while you're on a boat in the middle of a thunderstorm.
You listen to Faith during church.
Faith during church. I listen to 100 Years as I'm sacrificing a virgin.
You listen to Killing an Arab as you wait, never mind.
I listen to the Kiss as I'm nailing myself to the floor.
You listen to All Cats Are Grey as you murder black cats.
I murder cats.
Only the grey cats are allowed to exist, I see.
Green! What do you think about Chain of Flowers?
It was good. Nice beat, nice progression. I would not have guessed this was your favorite song if you had put a gun to my head, but it was good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Cure songs ever. But I did not guess it. It's like the most me song like imaginable. It's like
okay.
It's like like Josh said, it sounds like my art style.
But it takes after we've now listened to 7 Cure songs. By now we would be able to tell this is a song that Michi really likes, but it takes a while to get what you like.
The Kiss, How Beautiful You Are, Breathe, and Chain of Flowers are among they're all in my top 10. They're pretty up there. Snow and Summer. I think it's a very good song. I wish I liked it more. I mean, it sounds like what's on the tin. Just have this very like sunshine on the snow, good glittery poppiness to it. I like it. I like that it's like halfway between One More Time and Just Like Heaven. It's not as upbeat as Just Like Heaven, but it's not as mellow as One More Time. It's I like it. It's not one of my favorite songs ever, but yeah.
And I like that they slipped in a reference to George R. R. Martin. That was cool.
This has the same problem for me that Just Like Heaven has. It's just too boring for my taste.
Okay. Yeah. I won't give you more shit. Sugar Girl is guilty pleasure? Question mark?
Another experimental song.
I feel the same. I feel very similar to it as Perfect Girl, but Perfect Girl is more built up. I love the instrumentation, but I also feel bad because it's so I mean, childish is a good word when Green was doing that analogy, because it's just like xylophones. You feel like I imagine like building blocks.
Yeah.
It's very like playful beginning of a children's show sort of thing, but it kind of I kind of always enjoy listening to it though, and I feel guilty because I'm more into more sophisticated sounds normally.
I put this song as like being admitted to an asylum. And I would know.
It's interesting in terms of its instrumentation. So yeah,
yes,
it's something different.
I would say it's too sweet. I run like, Sugar Girl, but yeah, it is like, yeah, it doesn't really have the same gravity as the rest of them. Oh boy, and then another one of my favorite songs, To the Sky. Shit, man, I wish this was the fucking ending of the album.
It is in your dreams.
Yeah,
it is in my dream version. I love that MIDI like cello thing, like
it's like whatever that is. Yeah.
Oh man, it has such it has a swing to it. It's really great. And I mean, it just like you're floating up to the sky, but in like a fun way. It sounds like an end credit song. I love it. Not as much as Train of Flowers or Breathe, but like I also, this is just one of the ones I keep in circulation. I'll do my dream playlist at the end of this, of all the albums. I mean, yeah, it's a good ending song, and it's good. The way I put the B-sides at the end kind of made it be the end of this core of songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked how it built up. A continual problem I've had with some of the Cure songs is a lot of them don't have a strong sense of progression from beginning to middle to end. I think I'm sure people will argue with me on that, but a lot of them I struggle to find tension or a sense of like progress in the song. I liked how To the Sky, it felt like it was building up the whole time. I like that. Also, I will say about Sugar Girl, it was not my favorite on the album. It was one of the songs I liked more on the album, definitely. I didn't like it as much as Caterpillar, and it kind of felt like it kind of felt like trying to do something like Caterpillar, but not going quite as far.
Yeah, it seems similar. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like a light little conceptual thing thrown into somewhere it doesn't totally fit, but yeah. But yeah, To the Sky was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt like they were building up to the sky.
Yeah, they are.
Like a caterpillar.
It's like Stairway to Heaven. Hey, hang on a second.
Yeah. I have notes saying like guitar is fine. I do like I have it written down as strange horn-like instrument. Michi said it's like a cello or something.
I think it's like a MIDI cello, but it's so like MIDI, bit crushed and bassy that it might as well be a horn, honestly, because it's so but the way it just comes in.
The bass is fine, and now this is the song that sounds like a Pink Floyd song somehow.
Yeah, it kind of does. I don't disagree.
Yeah, I think it's too repetitive. And it's not a bad song, but I don't really care about it.
Okay. Well, that's quite a bang to end on. Well, I thank you guys for kissing me. It was very nice.
We did not do that. Allegedly.
You didn't kiss my ass, that's for sure.
Why is there a badger on whatever?
What?
Looking at the screen. Okay, now he changed the picture.
Okay.
Well, I typed in worst instruments ever, and then there were some people making very painful expressions while playing violin. And there's a badger that someone turned into a musical instrument.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a stuffed badger with.
Yeah.
I think it's an interface for XRL cables, or however you say it.
Yes. Next time on inCUREable, Disintegration is the best album ever.
You say so.
And is it really?
Yeah.
So is this going to be like a point of conflict if I listen to it and it is like all the other ones better?
Yes.
Okay. Well. I look forward to it.
You're allowed to like kiss me more than Disintegration. It's the only one you're allowed to like more than Disintegration, because I go between those two. Yeah, then it's like I don't know, Pornography, 17 Seconds, Wish are all pretty close for third spot. I don't have a strong contender for third spot. But yeah, those two are always fighting 1 and 2.
Okay, well.
Okay.
We did that.
Well, I look forward to everyone being wrong.
Yeah.
I also look forward to that.
We pride ourselves on being wrong.
I do. I really